Guys, welcome to my channel. I am the pick a card Empress, and welcome to another pick a card reading, obviously. And it is a reading about your divine plan. What is the divine plan for your life? What is your soul path? What are you here to learn? What are you currently experiencing in terms of your lessons or karma that you might be processing? And where are you going to be a year from now? This is what we are going to look at today, and we're going to get some advice for you as well. So we have three piles. It's green agate. I think it's an agate. Beautiful, right? We have rose quartz heart. Nice. And we have this amethyst here. Okay, so do your thing. You know what you need to do to pick your pile, and I'm going to be back in a moment with your reading. Okay. Hey pile one. So if you chose this green agate here, this is your reading. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the basics or the foundations of this soul plan, this contract. What's the foundation of it? Just the basics, the skeleton of it, like the scaffolding. What's the foundation? The most important points. We're going to get 4 cards. Now, this is the Akashic Tarot. It's not like the usual tarot. Okay? So I'm going to read it intuitively. If I get stuck, I'll read it from the book because these cards are just so deep. All right. So underneath the deck is the Lookout. Okay. We have card number 17, and it is the Star card, but it's about things being burnt down to the ground and then you looking for other opportunities. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be a lot of, like, I'm not going to say tragedy, but there are a lot of endings that you're going to experience, a lot of painful moments, and there's a lot of deep healing that you're going to need to do. Okay, let's see. So let's get 4 cards. The foundation of the your soul plan. We have the chess game, 3 of Pentacles. Well, I'm not even calling signs, but this is, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Archangel Michael in reverse. We have Caught in the Ruins in reverse. And we have the Willow or 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So what am I getting here is the main themes that are coming through that I am seeing here is 1, what's going to be important is your relationship with money and your relationship with work and your partnerships. Now, it looks like you're going to experience a lot of partnerships where there are going to be 3 people involved, three or more people involved. Okay, 3 or more people involved. Third-party situations, and these may be things from past lives that are coming back for you to transmute. Okay, so there are going to be times when you're not going to be standing in your power. This Archangel Michael in reverse, when it's in the upright, it talks about standing in your power, unity with self. It's almost like a 9 of Pentacles energy. You know what you're about, you know why you're here, so you're going to experience a time where you kind of lose yourself. Okay, you kind of lose yourself. You really don't know what's the way out. There's going to be a moment in your life where it's going to be a massive watershed moment, a tower moment where you're everything is kind of burnt to the ground, and you have to build yourself up. Okay, you go through a time where you have to choose a particular direction, to move in a different direction, and to do things differently. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of third-party situations for you, where you're going to be giving your power away to other people, but there is going to be a tower moment that's going to be a course correction for you. Let me just pull a couple cards on the 3 of Pentacles and on this 2 of Wands in reverse, and let me see what I get. Okay, but this is what I'm getting. I mentioned just briefly your relationship and money, so I'm thinking that also one of the things or lessons that you're going to learn is how to move out of poverty consciousness. So you may find that in this life you're very attached to money. You may be a workaholic, and all of that, but that all comes from poverty consciousness. So your relationship with money and the material world is also going to be in focus, because you're going to be giving away your power to these things, to third parties, to your career, to the material world, it looks like, until you experience this Tower moment. This is what I'm seeing here. So let's see this Three of Pentacles. Yeah. It's all about finding out. For you, it's going to be about a journey of self-discovery, where you find out exactly what love is and what it means when you give your power away to other people. Okay, so this is how it's going to start. So it's about, you're going to be giving your power away to people in love, it looks like. And it looks like you're going to be giving your power away to people, giving your power away maybe to the material world or your work. Okay, but there's going to be this place of self-reflection here. Okay, so one of the important lessons that you're going to learn is how to stand in your power. Let's see, it's Archangel Michael in reverse. Yeah, and it comes again, the Three of Pentacles, giving your power away to third parties. So whether it's work, whether it's your relationships, but I'm really getting third party situations here. It's going to be about love. You're going to step into emotional maturity through these experiences. So it looks like relationships, particular relationships where there's a third party involved, is going to be a big theme in this particular lifetime. Okay, let's see this Court in the Ruins. Yeah, so there will come a point where this tower is going to crumble, and you're going to be forced to face yourself, the shadow aspects of yourself, and you're going to be forced to face your wounding, right? You're going to be forced to speak up and speak your needs, and face head on your codependencies. Okay, so, and then this is when it's going to be this course correction. You're going to change direction and do things differently, and be comfortable with being alone. Being comfortable in going on your own. Being comfortable with facing your wounding. And look, I saw her here. And this Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy, where you're very attached to the material world, you're going to have this this course correction. So all the decisions that you've been making because you don't want to be alone and you have abandonment issues, the ways that you've given your power away, because Nine of Wands in reverse is about giving your power away, and the way you've been attached to the material world, all these things are going to be transmuted in the end. So let me see what you're currently looking at. So I'm going to go into this past life oracle deck, but basically this is a basis of what is going to happen. Okay, this is a basic plan. Okay, so let me look at what you're currently looking at right now. What's happening currently? Now, giving your power away could also mean abandoning your spiritual path for the things of the world, because a lot of you guys have spiritual gifts, and it's about for some of you it could be about abandoning that journey to pursue the material world as well. Okay. All right. So let me see what you're looking at. We have male to female. We have wisdom. So I'm getting, quite frankly, for some of you, that Tower moment has happened. That is what I am getting. And you see Atlantis. Okay, beautiful. All right. So this is what I'm getting. Okay. So right now, now usually this card means that the sex you are in this life is not the sex that you were in your past life, right? And there's some kind of balancing of energies that has to take place. But what I'm getting from this right now, you are balancing your masculine and feminine energies, okay? Because when we give our power away, it means that there's some kind of imbalance here. So right now, you are both divine masculine and divine feminine right now. So you are balanced. And because you are balanced, you're able now to look back on your life from a place of wisdom. Okay, you're realizing how unique you are. You're realizing how special you are, your worth. You're a unicorn, and you have a lot of wisdom to give to the world because of these experiences that you have been through. Okay, so you're in a beautiful place right now in your life. Looking back, because this person's looking, this unicorn looking back in the past, right? Looking back in the past, definitely more high vibrational than before, right? more high vibrational than before, gaining all that wisdom from all those experiences, those kind of karmic experiences where you're giving your power away, you're not realizing how special you are, you're not loving yourself appropriately. And every time I see Atlantis, I think about spiritual power. So it looks like it's like you're recapturing that power that you had in Atlantis. So as I said, for some of you, and I picked it up, it is about stepping onto your soul path, stepping onto your spiritual path, stepping onto a spiritual path after it looks like quite a length of time being spent in karmic or low vibrational energies. So this is where you're at right now. Very high vibe. You've learned the lessons from the past, how you may have misused your power, how you didn't step into your power. You've learned all of that, and you're now looking back on the past from a place of wisdom. Okay, so let me see how you're going to be looking a year from now if you continue in this energy. What you're going to be doing a year from now. But this is a beautiful place that you are at. All right, you're going to be looking at the Two of Cups, okay? So it looks like for some of you, it's either you've been waiting on love, because look, the table is set, you're waiting. You're waiting on love, or you've been preparing for love, and it looks like next year, it looks like this love is about to be delivered. Yeah, because the spirit has a message. This love is about to be delivered to you. And it's a table setting for two. Okay, not three, right? Not three. It's a table setting for two. So it looks like next year is when it looks like next year is when it's supposed to be embarking on some kind of like a bringing back of a soulmate connection, or a true love is going to enter your life. But this is what I'm seeing for next year, and it looks like your spirit guides, elementals, all your friends in the spirit realm are working hard to get this together for next year. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let me see what is the advice for you. What is the advice for Power One? What's the advice? We have flying in reverse. What is this? Now it is a card number 20. Okay. It looks like a Pegasus. All right. So it's a card number 20. So it's awakening. So what I'm getting is your awakening is not fully over as yet. There is some sort of activation or upgrades that you're going to get soon that's going to really make you realize just how special you are. It's like you've been caught in some kind of karmic cycle here, a maze that's been holding back your ascension. Okay, let me get the message from the book, but that's what I'm getting here. It's like there's some kind of transformation that's meant to occur in your life, and it's like you're keeping yourself back. That's what I'm seeing. All right, so anyway, let's have a look. It says flying, and when it's in reverse, it means this. So let's look at this flying card. When you see the flying card reverse, it is a gentle reminder that there are times to take flight and times to remain grounded. And for now, you must avoid overreaching. So Spirit is saying, get grounded right now, because it looks like big changes are about to happen. There's still work to be done before you earn your wings. Be patient. What you seek will not be out of reach forever. Remember the story of Icarus in Greek mythology, whose wax-made wings and overconfidence brought him too close to the sun? He perished because he didn't realize his limitations. Humility is a great power, and now you must exercise it. Doing too much, too fast, too soon will only serve to prevent a beautiful flight later on. Okay, so what I'm getting here is Spirit saying, allow yourself and allow situations around you to unfold slowly. Don't look to rush into anything. So if it's love, don't look to rush into anything. Take it slow. And if it's a spiritual development, don't overreach at this point in time. Your soul plan is geared and designed for you to unfold exactly when you're about to unfold. Don't rush. Don't rush it. And they're showing me a lotus opening slowly and then somebody coming and trying to drag the petals open. No, just allow yourself to unfold. Allow the situations around you to unfold naturally. Okay. Our power one, that was your reading. Beautiful energy. You're in a nice place right now. Okay. And Spirit says take your time, but it looks like it's a time to focus on your spiritual growth, and your spiritual path. All right, my loves, that was your reading. I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading. So we're going to look at your soul plan, the divine plan for your life, what you're supposed to be doing in this life. So the first thing we're going to look at is the foundation of your divine plan. So the bare bones of what is meant to happen. Then we're going to look at the lessons or karma that you might be processing right now with regard to that foundation. And then we're going to look and see where you're going to be at a year from now. Okay? Beautiful. So we're going to go into the Akashic Tarot. Now, it is not like other tarot decks, right? This thing is deep, okay? It's the most deep deck that I have. I mean, this is a deep dive. But I'm going to read it intuitively. And if I get stuck, I'm not going to be too prideful to pick up that book, okay? Because I want you guys to get all your messages, okay? So underneath the deck, we have Birth in Reverse, a card number 4. Now, 4 is about the Emperor. 4 is about law and order. And then it's combined with birth here. All right. So what am I getting? I'm going to go into the book. I don't want to alarm you with the message that I got. So let us see what that means in reverse. And we're going to kick off the reading like that. Okay. I'm not going to alarm you with the message that I got. And it turned right on that. It says, okay, with this card reverse, you might find challenges or delays with pregnancy or romance. This is what I got. This is what I got, and I did not want to say. Okay. Weird message as well coming through. In your most immediate life before this life, you were not the sex that you are now. And you know what? That came out in pile 1. So you might want to watch pile 1. So you're going to have difficulties adjusting to the sex or gender that you are in this life. And this is what's causing these issues here. So for a lot of you, you might have hormonal imbalances, difficulties with pregnancies, miscarriages. And I am so sorry if you've ever experienced that most horrible and painful experience of my life. For sure, I know, right? So, but birth is also about like bringing things down from the 5D into the 3D. So you might have issues being in Empress energy, because Empress is about giving birth to things, okay, initially. Let me just look and see what else is there. There might also be some difficulties for one of your children or between you and a child. So it looks like there's going to be some kind of karmic relationship between you and a child. It could be possible that a child may be leaving for college or going away. Feelings of lovelessness or unfulfilled desire for home and family might be present as well. Be strong and tap into the boundless love within. It says sometimes birth reverse indicates a difficulty in finding your purpose, which requires investigation now. So that's what you're doing. You may be surprised to find clues about your future purpose and looking into your past, this is Akashic reading that we're going to do. We're going to look at some past life karma. And then finally, this card reverse could show a delay with other new beginnings, such as new jobs and creative projects. Well, we talked about that. All right. So that's why I didn't want to say it and alarm you unless I knew I was sure, but that is the message that I got. So for people in this file, you might have a problem, giving birth to things, to put it mildly. Anyway, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be something that's permanent, whatever it is, right? It's just a process you have to go through. So we have here Archangel Raphael in reverse. And this is the angel of healing, particularly heart healing, okay? So, and it's card number 8. So that's like the strength card in reverse. We have Archangel Michael in reverse. And he came out here. And it's like a progression, okay? 8 and 9. And Archangel Michael is about power. So that's about standing in your power. But it is reversed. So some tough energies here. And then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, or commitment in reverse. Okay, so I'm seeing where you're at right now. And then we have the Akashic Library. And this is card number 2, High Priestess. Okay, past lives. So what I'm getting, I have to deliver this message first. Okay, so what they're telling, yes, I'm going and deliver it. Okay, I'm going. You can stop with the truth chills. So whoever's watching this particular pile, I mean, your spirit guide is coming through really strong for you, okay? All right? They're saying the main purpose of this life is the transmutation of karma. You're going to have a heavier karmic debt than other people. Okay? And you're meant to transmute this by stepping onto a spiritual path. There's a spiritual calling on your life. So most of you watching this pile, High Priestess, healers, you are light workers because you have a heavy karmic debt. They're also saying that you should dig further into the Akashic Library to get some clues as to what this kind of death may look like. But it looks like karmic debts in relationships, because part of number 2 is about relationships, your intimate relationships, and that's why you have problems giving birth and new beginnings, because it's karma related to relationships. Now I do offer past life readings and Akashic readings, so maybe you can look into that, but they're saying dig deeper, because the main purpose of this life is the transmutation of karma. They want you to know that. Good. So now let me go back to the beginning. Right. So one of the issues that you are going to be having in this life, your heart is going to be blocked. And your heart is going to be blocked because from the very inception, you're going to have difficulties or betrayals in love. It is part of your soul path. Okay? That your heart be blocked through this. But this is something that you've brought over from a past life. It may not seem so, but this is something that you've brought over in the past. So in this life, you're meant to heal and open your heart. Because until you open your heart and you heal your heart, you can never stand in your power. You cannot stand in your power. And that's why Archangel Michael is reversed. You cannot stand in your power. And there's green and pink in this card. Ooh. Now, green and pink are the colors of the higher heart. And the higher heart is about unity consciousness. So in this life, you are a light worker and you're meant to bring people together. It could be through communication. Maybe you're a reader, whatever it is. But there's some sort of, or you may even have to start an NGO. But it's like bringing people together and for people to recognize that they are one consciousness. Now, higher heart is also about love and communication. So there's a lesson here about communicating with the love that you are also going to learn. So you may start off life communicating with others very harshly, maybe very argumentative and opinionated, but you're meant to transmute that in this life because you're doing this out of a place of fear and self-protectiveness. Now, your heart is the power center. Your heart chakra is the gateway to the upper chakras. And as I told you guys are meant to be light workers. So if this heart is blocked, you can't step onto the soul path. You can't transmute this karma that you're meant to transmute. So the first thing you have to do, you have to look at in this life, what you're meant to do is to heal your heart. And as you heal your heart, you stand in your power and your spiritual power and your power in terms of your 3D things and in your relationships. One of the biggest lessons that you're going to learn in this life is how to transmute this energy of codependency. Because the Ace of Cups in reverse is about a lack of self-love. So this is going to be a major issue in this life. Those feelings of not feeling worthy, all the things you might do to run away from yourself, whether it's addictions, other people, drugs, whatever it is, being clingy, being manipulative, being possessive, being jealous, all these things you're meant to transmute in this life. Okay, that's the big lesson. Your biggie is to learn yourself, learn to love yourself, or maybe to learn yourself, right? To discover who you are and discover your unique qualities and to love yourself unconditionally. So it's unconditional love for self that you're learning, and then it's unconditional love for others. Remember, we talked about unity consciousness. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So let's see where you're at now. What you're learning now. What blessings are you receiving now? Let's have a look. I'm gonna get about 3 cards. That's beautiful. This is beautiful, pile too. It is definitely, I don't think it's the energy of pile. Yeah, you know, maybe, you know what, you can have a look. You can have a look, because I do feel there are lessons there that you can learn from pile 1. So you can have a look. Why not? All right, so let's have a look at where are you at right now? Where are you at with all this drama here? We have biblical. Okay, I'm going to expand this a little bit more, and I'm going to talk about like a spiritual and religious path. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely watch pile 1 because it came out in this exact position. So there's wisdom. And then there's trees. And I don't know, every time I see this trees card, it always speaks to me about root magic or healing work dealing with herbs. And we talked about you being a light worker. So for a lot of you guys, and I don't like to put labels. I don't like to put labels because it kind of limits you. But let's use it for clarification. Like, you know, the green witches, you use herbs and you know, root magic, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm getting here. For some of you, there's a special connection with trees. For some of you, this message about you getting grounded. What else am I getting here? And for some of you, this is about growth. Okay? It's about growth. And for some of you, it's about, it's about transmuting karma from your ancestral tree, your ancestral line. Remember, they said the main purpose of this life is transmutation of karma. And we talked about and the intimate relationship. So for some of you, you're transmuting ancestral karma. So karma from your ancestral tree, you are transmuting that. Personal karma, you are transmuting that. And karma related to relationships from past lives, you are transmuting that. That's what I'm getting with this tree card. So that's what you're doing right now in this moment. So for a lot of you, you are on target as to where you need to be. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, so you stepped onto your soul path. Okay, working hard, because this guy's working hard at it, right? You're working hard at it. So whatever you're doing, you're working hard at it, right? You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And you've gained a lot of wisdom, which you can share with others. So even if you've not done it, or maybe you're not recognizing that you're doing it, you have been sharing your wisdom with others, which is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And trees have always been symbols of knowledge. So it's like you have this fountain of knowledge that you're meant to help others. You're meant to impart to help others grow. And it looks like you've been doing that. So pile 2, you're on point with in terms of what you're supposed to be doing. That's beautiful. So let me see where you're going to be a year from now. You continue this energy. You're working hard at your craft. You're gaining that wisdom. You're helping other people grow. You are growing yourself. You're transmuting ancestral karma or karma from your family tree. Let me see where you're going to be a year from now. This is some lovely reading today. You guys have been putting in the work. Ascension, baby. I almost said ascension, bitch. You are going to be on top of your game. Now, this is the 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles, it talks about a review, an assessment. But you can only review and assess when you've got a particular height, right? So you are going to be standing in your power because Sun is the highest vibration of masculine energy. You're here on top of the world. You have conquered obstacles. You have ascended. Pile 2, I almost want to just burst into tears. You have, and we get the confirmation, bling, bling, right? You have ascended. So know that when you get to this point, you would have planted beautiful seeds that will only grow. In fact, you've planted these seeds in some of the most barren of conditions, and you still come out on top. They don't want nothing with you, pal, too. You're beautiful. So let me see what is the advice. But know that you're golden right now. You're golden right now. So you continue on this path and you are going to be on top. So you're definitely on the right path, guys. Beautiful energy. All right, so let's have a look. Let's see what's the advice for you. Now we have Spirit of Place. It is a card number 4. Okay, and number 4. And remember, we started off with a number 4, right? And it was in reverse as well, right? So let's see what it's about. I'm not even going to guess. So let's see number 4 in reverse. So that's an odd sync. Reverse, it says, don't get entangled in details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of my inquiry? Even exquisitely seductive hidden agendas cannot conceal this. Trust your intuition. The Spirit of Place is whispering in your ear. You hold the power to tell the truth, first to yourself, then to the world. You can always distinguish between an essence that is true and one that is synthetic or fake. Be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it is and what it is not, and what it is not what you want it to be. An apple cannot be an orange, just as a dog cannot be a bird. Are you trying to change someone or something to suit your agenda? Only when you see things as they truly are will you find the real treasure. So Spirit is saying this is not a time for self-delusion. This is a time to be honest with yourself about who you are and what people are, in order to bring yourself into a place of authenticity. So this is not a time to deceive yourself about people. This is not a time to deceive yourself about yourself, right? This is a time to embrace the truth of what is. And that is going to make your path so much clearer. You know, you're going to know exactly what you need to do. Want to let the light of truth into your situation. Okay? My loves, that was your reading. So keep focus on that sword of truth. Don't allow yourself to be deluded by any kind of fantasy anybody want to spin or any kind of manipulation. You focus on the truth of who you are and where you need to go. Okay? My loves, that was your reading. I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye. Pile 3. If you chose this beautiful amethyst, this is your reading. Let me move this out of the way. Beautiful. All right, so let us find out. So what we're going to look at, what is the divine plan. So we're going to look at the bare bones of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so that's going to be the foundation of it. Then we're going to look at what lessons or karma, where you're at right now. And then we're going to see where you're going to be a year from now based on the energies that we're seeing here. Okay, so let's get into the Akashic Tarot. And as I was telling the other piles, this tarot is deep, and it's not like the usual tarot decks. So sometimes I might have to draw for the book and it's only because I want you to get all the correct messages. Okay, I'm not going to be prideful with this deck. It is deep. Okay, it's deep. So I'm going to be reading the cards intuitively, but I might draw for the book from time to time. I'm just letting you know that now. So underneath the deck we have the Muse in reverse. All right, so it looks like to me one of the things that you might be called to do in this life is to release devil energy, to release illusions, to release addictions, to release codependency. That's one of the things that you are meant to do. Okay, so let's get 4 cards. What is the bare bones of what you're supposed to be doing? We have Fated Meeting in reverse. I'm gonna draw for the book with that one. But that sounded like a false twin or a karmic. I'm gonna tell you, that sounded like a karmic to me. But know that it is fated. It is fated. So for some of you, a lot of you watching this, you might have had quite a number of karmic experiences in relationships, it was supposed to happen. You couldn't have done anything differently. Look at the card of karma comes out here again. The Six of Pentacles, another card of karma. So Spirit is saying you had to go through all these things so that you could know that you can trust in your intuition. Okay? So there may have been times when you ignored your intuition and you ended up in these weird relationships, but Spirit is saying all this was meant to happen. This is just part of the plan. Okay? And it was meant to force you to work on yourself, and to work on your particular talents or skills that you're meant to use in this life. Right? So, and then we have clearing the way in reverse. And that's the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So that talks about releasing the things that don't serve you. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Master Artisan. Beautiful energy, guys. Good. So what I'm getting from pile number 3, a lot of your path, your divine plan will involve some, let's call them weird relationships, weird love relationships and connections, but a lot of them are going to be karmic. Okay, so you might have had a lot of karmic experiences, but Spirit is saying all this was fated. This is part of divine plan. We have card number 7 here. It's all part of the divine plan, and in preparation, because this could be said like 7 of Pentacles, right? In preparation for the real fated meeting. So you might have had a lot of false starts in love. So in this pile, you may have encountered karmics, you may have encountered false twins. Okay? But that was all part of the plan, and it was all karmic and meant for you to see exactly who you are inside, exactly what are your talents, to teach you about equity in relationships, and knowing that both people have to put in the work in relationships in order for things to flourish. So that was a lesson that you had to learn. Okay, that you can rely on yourself. You don't have to rely on others. So there's a lesson in codependency here. So it looks like you're gonna go through a hard time initially. You're gonna go through a hard time, especially in relationships. Okay, maybe even in finances as well. You're gonna go into a hard time, and then there will come a point where Spirit is going to remove the obstacles, where this karma is going to be repaid, and all the obstacles that were in your path before will be removed. But it means that there's a lot of things that you will need to release and let go of. Let me pull some cards and see what you're going to need to let go of in order for these obstacles to be removed. Okay, so for a lot of you, any kind of control issues, any kind of instincts to dominate and control others, these are the things that you're going to have to let go of and surrender. You're going to have to surrender to Spirit, okay, and let go of this thing that you feel inside to control other people. You're going to have to let go of that and surrender to the divine, because control always comes from a place of fear. What else do you have to let go of? Any kind of, now this is the Four of Cups. So this talks about being purposeless, having a feeling that something's missing. This could even be depression, because there's something that's missing in your life, okay? And it's about not being in a place of stillness where you can see what the divine is bringing into your life. So for a lot of you guys, it might be releasing relationships where you are not nourished, releasing relationships where there's no passion, and releasing relationships that are not aligned with divine purpose, your spiritual purpose. Okay, and it's about learning to love yourself completely, and that's when these blockages are going to be removed, and this is where you're going to be golden here as a master artisan. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about working hard to achieve your goals and being a master at your craft. So I'm seeing that when you release all these karmic relationships, these toxic connections, when you release the desire to control people, to control others, and to control the flow of your destiny, that's when the obstacles are going to clear, and that's when you're going to experience abundance in your life. I'm going to read the fated meeting card that's in reverse. Let's see what that means. Let me get that message for you. All right, fated meeting card when it's in reverse. There is a person in your life with whom you had made plans to work on your karma together. I told you it's karmic connections. To undo past life patterns and create greater reciprocity. Oh, damn, I'm good. Reciprocity, love, and support. Unfortunately, this card reverse shows that one or both of you have fallen into old habits or some kind of self-denial. So this is all about karmic relationships, okay? This is all about karmic relationships, and having gone through this so that you can come to a place of wisdom. So it looks like it's going to start off rough for you, especially in love, but eventually you're going to be a master and so grounded and so abundant, okay? Once you do your work. So let's see where you are right now. What karma are you processing? What lessons are you learning? And what blessings have you received? Where are you now? Let's get 3. So we have Atlantis, and this always gives me high priestess vibes. So it looks like you're regaining any kind of spiritual power that you might have had in the times of Atlantis here. We have spouse, so it looks like there's some kind of union that's coming, okay, if it's not here already. And it looks like ships. Okay. So what I'm getting here, there is someone special in your life, or there's someone who's about to come into your life. And you are meant to work with this person to transmute some kind of karma or some kind of pattern related to abandonment issues. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here with the ships. Okay? Now, this person, it could be that this person left you, but it looks like there's a return that's coming here. But Spirit is saying this was all part of your soul plan and all part of your spiritual path. I think this person was meant to leave to trigger your awakening so that you could rely completely on Spirit and recognize that you are being divinely guided in a particular direction. I think before them, you were kind of immersed in your relationships, karmic as they were, okay? Toxic as they were. But this person had to leave to trigger your awakening and the healing of those wounds, especially with regard to abandonment, okay? Because this is a past life issue. So let me see. Let's pull a card on spouse and see what that's about. Yes, somebody is coming to put in the effort. They're coming back. I don't know. It looks like there's somebody that left. Okay. They may not have been offering you commitment in the past, but it looks like this person is standing in their power, divine masculine energy, and it looks like they're coming back. For some of you, there might have been a broken relationship or broken marriage, and it looks like it's going to be healed. But Spirit is saying this was all part of what was supposed to happen so that you could have your awakening. Beautiful. So based on these energies here, where are you going to be a year from now? What can you expect? Beautiful. Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel. What is Gabriel for? I'm going to have to read from the book. But anyway, I'm going to look at the card number 3. And the 3 is all about the Empress. So this is about creation. It's about you standing in your Empress energy, being receptive to spirit. You are going to be the Empress. You're going to be standing in your power as the Empress. Now, Archangel Gabriel was like one of the main messengers in the Bible, right? Yeah, right. So it could be you step into your power as a light worker, but as a clear channel or messenger for spirit. That's what I'm getting. But I'm going to read from the book to make sure you get your message, right? So let's see what Archangel Gabriel is for. Let's see. Archangel Gabriel. I told you he's a divine messenger, exactly. Gabriel is a divine messenger, the archangel of communication. Okay, he comes with his trumpet and scroll, as well as two gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest, so it looks like if you're in no communication with someone, it looks like there's definitely communication coming in this next year for sure. On his chest, he wears the crest of Mercury, that's the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. So it looks like you're going to be a messenger of truth. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. So for you, those of you watching this reading right now, you have a particular connection with Archangel Gabriel, because I think you're one of those messengers, right? Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, I told you, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors. But no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. So for some of you, this communication could even be singing or music. Okay, but whatever it is, you are going to be taking a message of love and peace to the world. You are going to be a messenger of God, a messenger of spirit, a messenger of the divine. You're going to be the Empress. Beautiful. Okay. So let's go now into the last bit of advice for you guys. Alright, so let's see what's the guidance. Ooh, just one. Just want one. Beautiful. And we have commitment in reverse. But it's a card number 36. And 36 reduced to 9. So this is like a kind of codependency card. So maybe that's what Spirit wants to work on. So let's see. 36 in reverse. Okay. Spirit is saying, you may be walking into a commitment or contract you will regret later. This isn't a good time to sign agreements or make any choice that will tie you up for a long period. If you're in a relationship, you may not receive the commitment you desire. Don't despair, for something much better awaits you. Now is also a time for agreements to be broken. Remember that rejection is God's protection. What hurts you now leads to wisdom later. So if you've been fighting behind a particular connection, Spirit saying, just let it go for now. Because it means right now in this present incarnation, I mean like in the incarnation of the relationship, the foundation of the relationship, the form of the relationship right now is not for you. So if you know your person's in a third party situation, or this person's not given equally to connection, Spirit saying, let it go for now. This person's not for you right now. Okay, they're not ready. They're being made ready. Okay, and for some of them, they may never be ready, and Spirit saying, let them go, because they're preparing something even better for you. Okay, use your discernment. Okay, my loves, that was your reading. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.